remember having to explain to businesses what the World Wide Web was. So getting them to be like, why would anybody need that? They can just look it up in the yellow pages, right? So I think this is honestly an easier transition. It's just one people have to recognize that they need to do. That gone are the days of searches, and in are the days of conversational purchases.
Hey, and welcome back to the Difference Maker Revolution podcast. And we have Jonathan, and we Janine, myself, Ronan, and we're talking about one of our favorite subjects. So if you are fed up of these podcasts talking about AI, I'm sorry, we're going to talk again. And this one is on the dawn of the AI agents. So this must be, have they turned James Bond into an AI or something? Or what's this whole idea of AI agents? What's an AI agent?
Ooh, what is an AI agent? That's a good question. So I've only started diving into AI agents, and initially, my initial reaction, without knowing too much, is that this is world-changing technology. It's already in the process of changing the world. It's going to bring so much productivity, so many enhancements. It's going to help people so much. So, for instance, just to give you an example of my experience with an AI agent, last night, at the time of this recording, OpenAI just released their new browser called Atlas. And at the time of this recording, it's only available for, Macs. So Janine can't use it yet. But what I got it to do last night was incredible. So I asked the AI agent to send my friend Janine Chevlin McLeod a message on Facebook Messenger saying, I can't remember what it was, hey, want to meet up at 2 p.m. or something. The AI agent...
Not on a date in Facebook Messenger, yeah.
The AI agent literally opened up my Facebook profile. It opened up Messenger. It found Janine. It typed up the message. And it said, are you sure you want me to send this? And I said, yeah. And I sent it. I was like, wow. Now, it's early days and stuff, but another thing I got it to do was in the Fully Booked engine, right? I didn't have the Fully Booked engine open, but I asked it. I went to a website with a landing page, sales page. And I opened up the AI agent and I said, I want you to take this sales page and build a copy of it from scratch in our Fully Booked engine account. Our Fully Booked engine account is called the Difference Maker Revolution. It opened up our Fully Booked engine. It opened up the right account. It knew exactly where to go. It went to the sites. It created a new funnel page. And it tried to start building the funnel exactly as I told it to. And it was there clicking buttons on my screen for me. Now, it failed a little bit because it was struggling with... This has only just been released, so it's literally just the first iteration. It's a baby.
It's like a newborn baby. Like if you can think of what a newborn baby can do on their own, right?
Yeah. And it got so close to literally just building a full funnel. So close. It knows what it's doing. It just will need to grow up a little bit. But AI is moving so quick. Growing up in the AI world is not the same as growing up in the human world. That's for sure. It's accelerated thousands of times faster.
Before Janine talks about marketing in this dawn of AI agents, I just want to share something that happened on our Inner Circle members call last night. And we were going through some new amazing AI tools that we're bringing to our members, which have to remain secret because you have to be in Inner Circle to know about them. But we during that conversation, somebody asked a question about AI. And I said, sure, AI is here and look what it can do already and all that. I said, what you see today that AI can do compared to what it will do in a year is like today you have a rotary telephone. It's moving that quick. It's moving so fast. And Janine, we talked a little bit earlier about marketing in the AI world that is coming upon us. And you said a really important thing in that the principles of marketing have never changed, just the tools change, right? But can you just talk to us about, we as a team, as a coaching team, are constantly looking at AI and looking at what we can do and how we can do it. And because it's moving so fast, it takes all four of us to be looking at things, right? All the coaches, as well as all of our tech team and marketing team and everything else. But just give people a flavor for what's happening and how traditional marketing, like getting inquiries on our websites, is all going to change in this era.
Yeah, and it's interesting because true principles of marketing. You're in business, people have to find you. If people don't find you, you're going to be out of business, right? I mean, it's a core foundation of from the beginning, and that's always, and it always has changed, right? I mean, you go back to when I was little, I remember sitting on a phone book in order to be tall enough to see things, right? Because phone books is how people found businesses. Every household had one. They were delivered every few months, right? With updated information manually by a person driving a truck, right? So, and when, that was the foundation for years. I mean, decades, people used a phone book. And even in futuristic AI movies, I think it's wildly amusing that in Terminator, they come back to the 80s and he goes to a phone book to try and find Sarah Connor, right? I'm like, clearly he didn't come back to now because there'd be no phone books for him to look through. So, but anyways, so the phone book is how things were found. Then we had the internet and we had the dawn of Google and people did their searches that way. So people would search based upon something they needed. So like, I need a first birthday photographer in my area. And Google would give a list of businesses. Some would be paid. They'd be at the top. Then there'd be you'd get in the first page Google rankings by things that you did via SEO. So everybody had to learn this. Everybody had to learn how to get ranked in a Google search. So that way, when people were searching, that you would show up, right? And we've done, for the past 5 years in what we've been doing as mentors, it's been about, whether if people are searching for you versus people that are coming to you because they don't realize that they need you and things like that. However, it was all still centered around this fact that people are curious and searching and then doing their own research and picking what they want, right? Now with AI, it's changed again. Right. And now what's happening is, and if you're listening to this podcast and you tell me you aren't doing this, you're a liar. Because I know you are. And you are in ChatGPT, you're in some version of AI, and you're asking questions all the time. And you're taking what it's giving you as an answer. Right. So, and people are doing this for everything. They're doing it for, hey, I'm going to New York City next week. What, can you name some restaurants that I can use? People are doing it. My son cut his hand last night. What should I do for first aid? People, it could be anything. People are using AI now for everything in their lives. The biggest thing people are talking, they're using it for relationship advice. As opposed to talking necessarily to a therapist, they're asking ChatGPT to help them with their relationships. So it has become secondary. I mean, not secondary. It has become natural that people are using their AI tools to have conversations. So now this next step with these AI agents that
Janine, before you go there,
yeah.
just to back up what you're saying there a little bit, is that ChatGPT, just one of the AI solutions that you're talking about, has 800 million daily users today. So just think about that ChatGPT only came out in November 2022. So in that short time, it's gone from 0 to being a crap application overall, but still was fascinating us because of what it could do, to growing at the speed of light in terms of capability to 800 million users. And as Janine has said, ChatGPT is being designed that you don't have to go anywhere else. You can just stay within platform. So before you explain, I know what you're going to explain now, Janine. So before you explain that, I just wanted to set that stage for people that you have no choice but to add to your marketing to be found on ChatGPT. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, so here's the next stage. And for those who think it's 18 months out, 18 months out, 2 years out, 3 years out, it's not, it's here. I mean, God knows by the time this podcast released, it could be live. That's how fast things are changing. So, but here's what's coming. And it is the completion of that curiosity will be executed in the AI. And that's the kind of the thing that Jonathan was talking about with the AI agents. So now let's say I'm a mom, my baby's turning 1 in ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, my baby's about to turn 1. What should I do to celebrate their birthday? Or can you help me plan my baby's birthday? And so ChatGPT is going to ask the mom questions like, oh, have you thought about this? And what about this? And do you have a theme for the birthday party? Do you want me to help you come up with a theme for the birthday party? And then through a conversation back and forth with the mom, they're eventually going to end up on who should I have photograph my baby's first birthday, right? And so ChatGPT is then going to do its thing and give that mom either 1, 2, 3, who knows? We don't know. It's going to give her the photographers that she should use. And then even the next step after that, because we know that shopping execution is coming in ChatGPT, they don't want you to leave the platform, as you said, Ronan. And Shopify and Etsy, I think, are both in the works of having their platform integrated. So it would even be to the form of go ahead and book my session.
So Janine, I've spent 5 years getting myself on the first page of Google with all my SEO stuff. And now you're saying to me, I have to think of this too?
Yes, but it's okay, Ronan, because the work you have done has not been for nothing. Because the AIs, they're one. They all work together, and it's getting its information from somewhere. It's just the information has changed a little bit. And so that's what we're going to be working on in the inner circle is really diving into how you need to modify what you're putting on your website, how to change the language a little bit, some of the coding you need to put in there, and deliverables that you need to do today, like literally within the next 48 hours from this podcast, you need to get things done. But really putting together a 30-day, a 60-day, a 90-day plan on things that you need to execute to almost do an audit of your website and your business to see if things line up. But the great thing is for those who have been using SEO and you're in a good foundation because that information exists on your website. Now you just need to modify it a bit and you need to do something else. It's like, again, and I think it's an easier transition than people who had to go for the mentality of a yellow pages to Google, right? There was nothing. People like HTML, what? Web, what? Is that a spider making a web, right? I remember those days. That was my dad's business, right? So I was in high school when he created these website communities, and it was me and my friends going out to the movie theaters, getting the movie listings manually, and then entering them into these community pages, right? So I remember having to explain to businesses what the World Wide Web was. So getting them to be like, why would anybody need that? They can just look it up in the yellow pages, right? So I think this is honestly an easier transition. It's just one people have to recognize that they need to do. That gone are the days of searches and in are the days of conversational purchases.
And I think that's the big change that we're seeing with AI, and certainly with Atlas, having only been launched this week, as Jonathan said at the time of recording, is that, one of the points they're making is that, today, for search and all that, you nearly need to be a techie in terms of what's the URL and all that, while we are conversational beings. And AI is bringing all that functionality through conversation, and that's the key difference. It's actually aligning itself to how we operate as a biological system, as a human, how we naturally communicate, how we naturally are curious, I want to find information. It's now doing that for us. And there's certain things you need to do to be able to set your business up so that you can be found by AI. And it's really important that you do this, that your potential clients can find you when they're within ChatGPT, which is still the number one, right? I use them all. I've 4 different ones, I think, that I use for different things because they're all good at different things. But ChatGPT is the number one, right? So how Google became the biggest search engine, ChatGPT is currently the biggest AI, right? And maybe overtaken, but for now, you've got to do it. So Janine, and some of the things that we're teaching our members, starting to teach our members in this area, it doesn't matter whether it's ChatGPT or something else, they're going to apply to them all, right? Because they're all using similar things to get the information. But what you have to be aware of, not just as a business, but as a consumer, is they're designed to keep you within platform. So they're doing everything they possibly can so that when you're interacting with their agents within ChatGPT, a ChatGPT agent, or within just ChatGPT itself, that you're going to stay there. So you never have to leave it. No, so I saw a great one, Janine, where it was that Atlas had, where you say, I have 8 people over to dinner, and this is what I found. I think I want to cook, and can you help me sort this for 8 people? And it goes away, it analyzes it, right? Figures out what all the individual ingredients are, yeah. Then goes to the shop nearest you, finds all the ingredients, orders them in the quantities that need to be ordered, then presents to you and says, here's all the things that can be delivered to you on time. Here's how much it is, press this button. Now, you didn't tell the AI what shop to go to in this instance. It decided. It decided what shop to put in front of you. So the same applies to what you just described, the photography, Janine. It is going to, unlike Google, where there's a search and people look at this one and 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 then decide. In this case, AI is going to decide for you. And it's going to pick what it believes is the best solution for your problem that you want to solve today. So that's the key thing. We've got to do things. And I know, Janine, you have loads of training as to how to go down this route. But for our listeners, Janine, if you were just to give them one little nugget, one simple thing, only one now, I know there's many, many things, so just one thing that they could do, what would that be?
Only one, Ronan? Oh. Okay, so if we're going to talk mindset and it'll help them down the path, that is because I'm sure a lot of our listeners blogged for a long time and maybe have stopped because they didn't think it was doing anything anymore. Or they have continued because they know it's good for SEO. So one little nugget would be when you're blogging, just think when you're posting your blog, as opposed to it just being, oh, look at this amazing session and blah, 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 blah. Think about what someone will query the AI that would prompt the AI to search your website for photography. And that's how you should be blogging.
So it's still, you're not, like we've always said, you should not blog for SEO. Like that is full of keywords, right? It has to be something that the reader will connect with. But there are tools or there's systems and ways we can approach our blogging that is SEO friendly as well as looking natural to the reader, right? That it has to make sense to the reader. So what you're saying, you need to apply the same thing to be found on AI. It's just different than how you would do it for SEO.
Correct. Yep. And the beauty is you can go back to your old blog posts and add some of that in.
That's a great idea. You give them 2 now, Janine.
Sorry.
2 great ideas. I know you have 142 great ideas or things that we're showing our members what to do. But yes, so you can go back and do that. So the difference here compared to SEO is you're thinking about the question that your potential client is going to ask the AI.
Yeah.
And you have that built within the blog post.
Correct. Yeah.
Love it. Thank you for that. So I think we should talk about AI outside of marketing, maybe. So Jonathan, you hinted this, right? You hinted at how AI with agents that we can create agents to do various different things, right? So my understanding of this is that a good place to start with this is to look at the things that you do repeatedly. So a task that you do over and over and over and over and over again is ideal to create an agent to do that. So can you just talk to what you're looking for within the Difference Maker Revolution business? Something very, very simple, but a task that you do every single week that you believe you're going to build an agent to do.
Yeah, so one thing we do every week is we send a weekly update email to all of our Inner Circle members, and we also post in the Inner Circle community with that update. So that's pretty much the same thing every week. Things shift slightly, like if there's an important announcement or if we change the date on the calls and the topic on the calls. But the overall template is roughly the same. But again, even though it's the same, it roughly takes 30 to 40 minutes to actually go in, click the buttons and make it happen and make those changes. So one of the things that AI agents are going to be able to do is they're going to be able to do that task, and before doing it, you just tell it any tweaks you wanted to make in the content for this week's email. You could even get it to take your templated email and draft, include like this important update for this week and draft the email for you, and then go and just send it. The possibilities are endless. I was doing a test there as Janine was sharing her wisdom, and I asked it to create a new Facebook campaign. I said, open up Ads Manager. I told it what ad account. It opened up the ad account and it created a campaign. And I didn't give it the detail, but we're going to build AI agents that will pretty much be like having your own marketing agency when you're a member. It's going to be so good for you. It's going to, I'm excited. It's going to like remove all those headaches. Like things like the possibilities are endless. Like a lot of members ask for help with building workflows in the engine or for setting up things in the engine. In the next 12 months, we'll have AI agents doing all that for you, doing all the heavy lifting, all the boring stuff. There's things like I have in my head, like if you have a pipeline of potential clients and you want to, send them an email or send them, daily information, you can create an AI agent to go in there and, send a follow-up email for you. Like the possibilities are endless.
So Janine, when you think about that, it's bringing capabilities and possibilities that often only large businesses have with big teams, right?
That's what makes me smile. Yeah. It's exciting, and early on in this whole AI journey, earlier this year, how crazy is that was early on, right? Earlier this year, I had seen an interview with Bill Gates, and he had said that his vision where AI was going is that it's going to do a lot of the tasks that bogged humans down to then allow humans to get back to what they're good at. And that's being in community, creating, thinking philosophically, like all of those things that humans that we're very good at doing. And as photographers and as difference makers, this should put a smile on your face. This should put a smile on your face, and it should put warmth in your heart, because having these AI agents built out to do these, what I'm going to call menial tasks in your business, essentially, right? The things that just bog us down, creating the emails to your workflows, emails, ad campaigns, the things that just we end up spending days on that the AI agent will do in the background, do in minutes, will free us up to love in our clients more, to think creatively in our businesses, to work on the client experience. Even if, for the photographer, how to be more creative with your photography, right? It'll free you up to do those creative things that only you can do. And that is being in community with the clients that you're photographing and making a difference in their life. Let these AI agents work in the background to do all of the tasks so that you can do what only you can do. I am so excited. Like it's beyond ridiculous how excited I am about it. And it's a matter of getting to that point. And it's exciting. It makes me smile.
You might remember, Janine, when I think we first came across each other and we did Ways to Go. Do you remember that program? One of my first coaching programs.
Yes.
And in that, you might remember there was something that we asked people to do, which was measure their time and what was client-facing time versus what was non-client-facing time. right? And what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to do away with all that non-client facing time to be able to concentrate on delivering amazing experiences to your clients.
And that should make everybody smile. This should be exciting for photographers that are afraid of AI or afraid of this change. You should embrace this change and be very excited about it, because it's going to free you up to do what you love to do. And it's going to free you up to do what you got in this business to do. And we hear that a lot, Ronan. People are like, I don't want to. We've had so many members. I mean, you and I have talked to many photographers over the years who are like, I didn't get in this business to do X, Y, or Z. Well, guess what? You don't have to do it now. You can get AI agents to do it for you. It's imminent.
The beautiful thing, Jonathan, Janine, is there's so much noise about AI out there. Just trying to keep on top of it is a job unto itself. And as an inner circle member in the Difference Maker Revolution, you don't have to worry about that. Because not only are we doing all that research for you, not only are we looking at what's relevant for our members and our clients, for you, we're taking some of those tools and we're customizing them to deliver for you. So, Jonathan, what do I need to do?
Before Jonathan says what he needs to do, you said something, Ronan, that I think people really need to understand, because they're going to see AI agents out there in multiple places that are just cold out of the box AI agents. What we're doing and what our inner circle members are going to be getting access to is AI agents that are programmed with the difference maker philosophies and mentalities, which is going to be critical for them to perform the way you want them to perform in your business.
And strategies.
So you said it, but then I wanted to reemphasize it because I'm not sure if they got what you were saying. And it's critical. It's so important because those strategies and that mindset is going to be vital for the agents to be doing what they need to do for your business.
Absolutely vital. So, Jonathan, bring us home. Tell us, what do I do next?
So if you are not a member of the Inner Circle right now, that's very bad news for you, because you are missing out on the greatest opportunity that the photography industry has probably ever seen. It's going to be greater than ever before. So you need to be a member. So click the link below and join us inside the Inner Circle, where the greatest mentor team on the planet when it comes to the photography industry will help you to build your version of a successful photography business.
We'll see you on the inside.
See you on the inside.
Bye for now.